Yeah, L.A. Leakers.
That's right.
Sour Milk, just incredible.
You know that.
Dom K, Lamert Park, what's cool?
Yeah. We still here. What's up with it?
Back at it
yeah.
We
How
still
it's supposed to be.
wait. Is that still the slogan?
What, Lamar Park was cool?
Yeah.
Yeah, always, man. That was, I'm sure that's how we gonna start it. That's how we gonna end it. Always, you know what I mean? Same thing still apply.
OPM,
for sure.
the team is here, man.
Yeah,
Hey, we celebrate today, bro.
Yeah, man. Thank y'all, man. We've been rocking for a minute, man. We got, you know what I'm saying? We still got some work to do.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Come on, man.
We still got a lot of work to do,
What's
but
up?
it feel
I mean,
good though. It feel good though.
The people are asking for best after Bobby too. That's all I'm saying. Man.
I thought about that before. Y'all got to put the instrumentals together, man. We could do it.
Let's set it up. We'll set it up.
Y'all got to put the instrumentals together. I'll be telling you, you got all the instrumentals.
I know.
I don't be searching like back then. I would search, find little ones. I don't even really know what songs is hot, but if anybody got a tight rap song, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
y'all can send it to my way.
You got 11 new tight rap songs,
Yeah,
man.
thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, that was my goal, man. That was my goal. Just the music. I said it before, but I'm just trying to just let my work, be what I'm judged off of, and my love for the music. And when I started rapping as a youngster, till now, it's just rap, man. It's just rap. So with this one, just like always, but even more so with this one, I was like,
can't play with them.
Nah,
Can't play around.
it wasn't no wrong. It's just like I hear a lot of, from time to time, people, I travel, but when I'm home, stuff comes on. People talk about rap. No, I don't know nobody. You know what I'm saying? That's really more serious than me. So it's just like, I don't care about nothing. We starting it up. Like this, I'm a new artist.
You got a line.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I feel.
You got a line.
Honestly, this is my first album. You know what I'm saying? Honest to God. So it's not nothing. Just kick back. We gonna do it.
I was gonna say, you got a line on the album where you mentioned the competition and how you ain't seen them in years.
Yeah.
Is that really how it is? You're just blacked out?
Yeah. Honestly, yep. For if I'm not like in a show in a bathroom and don't see your flyer, or at an airport and don't see you, or we at a shows and I don't see, then yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, like I make rap songs and I go home and live my life, That's all I do. I'm not really, I'm a Dom Kennedy fan, honestly. You know what I'm saying?
Like that. He always been like that.
Yo,
but that's how you gotta be.
More so than ever now,
Yeah.
for real. That's all I got. So it's like, you know what I mean?
Where do
For
you
real.
feel the progression has come on this album from your last one?
Just in the quality, just like with anything, man, I'm not, I don't make excuses or try to explain my story or compare, nothing this to that, apples to oranges, but I'm real hands-on. I pay for things with my album. I see the process, so it's a growing and it's a learning experience, and it's nothing you can substitute from just experiencing years doing things, And with this one, like I honestly was in on every sound, every vocal, every ad-lib, like never before. So it's more like 3D. It's like Dom Kennedy 3D, you know what I'm saying, in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like than the other ones, and that's just something that you learn just from doing things. Like the first day I started rapping, I would have loved to have been this good and made an album that sounded this good, but wasn't possible. You know what I'm saying? Just wasn't possible. Like I didn't have the technology. Yeah, I didn't know what I needed to know. So it's today.
That title for the album, was there any other names going through your mind? Or
Nah, not for this one. I kind of just let them come to me, and whatever feels right. And then, it was so detailed. Like I was saying, it's so personal. It almost felt like I made it. Like it was like I had my own story. Like it was something you could have personally from me. Like if I was making it individually and I put it on the shelf and you could buy one. Like again, it's not even something I expect. It might be, again, I'll try to make my music expensive, even though it's only $11.99. But the mindset of it is not for the everyday, person. So I understand it. It's for a certain individual. So it was easy, man. When I thought of that, when the music started coming together, I was like, this is by Dom Kennedy, like simple, you know what I mean? And plain, like to the point. I didn't want it to be too much going on, too much outside of just me and the records.
right there. That probably explains why there's not a ton of features on this album as
exactly. Yep. I wasn't really collaborating too much. Like Bonnie, my homie that's on one song, Fried Lobster, he was just coming to the studio, you know, just on some homie stuff more so than even, you know, rapping. But we did a lot. We did a couple records, you know, and then Fried Lobster I just loved it. You know, it wasn't nothing really to it about having somebody that raps or somebody famous. It wasn't no songs really, you know, and no spaces for me to say, let me just send this to somebody to do a verse. It was all just kind of done, you know.
I don't picture you recording like that. Like, I'll send this to someone.
Exactly. I don't.
Doesn't work for
Thank you, man. Yeah, I really don't, man. And I've done features. It does work though. It has its times, for instance, but it has to be somebody that I really know. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's like for Nipsey, it's different. You know, like Kendrick, like on We Ball, you know, like that, it's different because I know they style. I know I know how they gonna receive it, and they're like similar to me. Like he don't probably take a lot of records, so you know they know like if I send them something, it's gonna fit for them, you know. But outside of that, no, I'm not really sending people songs. Or trying to get, you know, features and stuff.
Talk to us about. I mean, first off, how is having a kid changed you not only as a person but with your music?
My music as a person, first off, I mean, obviously it's changed your whole world. You know, it's everything. You know, kind of don't really know what to expect, but then you're grateful that you was fortunate enough to see the day. You know what I mean? That you could contribute something to the world. You know what I mean? As a musician, it's dope. It's dope, but it's hard at the same time. It's dope because I get to talk about myself, for instance, and my son. So, for instance, like I know that he don't all the way understand what I'm saying now, but he's gonna hear like a song like Lemonade off by Dom Kennedy when he's grown and be like, wow, that's pretty dope. You know what I'm saying?
Where I was going next.
But he doesn't understand it right now, you know. But also I do that because I don't spend as much time with him because of what I do. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, it's gonna make more sense to him. Like, okay, that's what he was doing, you know. And I try to bring him out to the shows, and he definitely knows, you know, that I rap, and he enjoys all of it. So, but also on the same time, I understand that I have more kids than just my own to raise, you know. So I look at his peers and my nephew, you know, and I have to make sure that he knows that you're not the only person. You are, you know, I'm fiscally responsible for you, money wise, and I will, you know, and I'm there for you, and you know, and I tell you things and you get things from me, you know, and we gonna kick it to the day, you know, I die. But at the same time, it's other kids out here that the rap music is important to. You know, the type of music that comes out, and that's more so what I focus on too. You know?
I'm glad you mentioned the Lemonade record because that's actually what I thought about. Talk to us about that record real quick.
Yeah, man. Honestly, that was just a song like that could have came out or not. Like those are the type of songs you make as a person. And you're like, I don't even know if nobody really gonna care about this song. And then it comes out, and then you're like, okay, people like it, and that's dope. You know, that's just part of being an artist, though, man. Taking chances, but something I was never really scared to do, you know. But I just, you know, sometimes it just happens like that, you know. I don't really remember a lot of times the moment I make a song, you know, or what I'm really feeling. It just kind of happens, and then I listen to it and I'm like, yo, that's pretty dope. But again, it's something that is kind of personal, you know. You hear a lot of songs, you know what I mean. Where does Lemonade really fit in the world today? I don't know, but I still do it, you know what I mean? Because that's me, so it's like I got to be true to that because I feel bad if I didn't, you know?
Of course. You got the Biggie record on the album.
The Thank You Biggie,
Yeah, now, how big of an influence... I mean, did growing up in L.A. alter that at all for you?
Yeah. In terms of what, like
I'm
in
saying
Biggie,
just being open with it, being open with being a Biggie fan.
Well, that's one of the things, honestly, that led me to think to make that song. You know what I'm saying? Just revisiting and all of that. Like now, you know, when things is happening, even like my own life, for instance, like I look at myself as an artist and music I made when I was younger now a lot differently. Because again, when you in a battle, you just trying to survive, right? You just trying to stay alive, like literally. That's what this is like. You know what I'm saying? Being an artist making music. But then once 5-10 years, you get to see like your steps that led you to that battle, or you know what happened after, what happened during. So you know when it comes down to it, like me, like for coming full circle, right? Let's just say 2015, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm thinking about by Dom Kennedy. I'm like, okay. I don't know anybody that cares about rap and that's contributing straight new rap records as much as me, right? So I'm telling myself, like, if that be the case, you know, and if I'm going to inspire a new generation, because that's all my mindset is, for 20 years from now to be able to rap and make money off the record I'm making now, what made me be able to do that? And it would be Biggie. You know what I'm saying? Because until I heard Biggie Smalls rap, I never heard nobody say something exactly the way I would say things that I would say.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what, thinking about it now, I didn't know that as a kid, but that's kind of what inspired me to even start writing. You know, he was the first person to say, I heard that said thing, like, damn, I would have said that whole verse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's how I would rap if
Yeah.
I was a rapper. You know, before it was kind of just like, I'm just watching a video, you know, and it's cool, but it's like, it's entertainment. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not a rapper, you know, I'm looking at Big Daddy Kane and Eazy-E. You feel me? They rappers. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a rapper.
Right.
It wasn't until I heard Biggie where I was like, man, he say a lot of stuff that's like I think about, you know, and that I would say, you know, so and I felt like, man, honestly, he was the first person that really just cared enough to just not try to water nothing down, not try to be retro, and just go for it and rap hard on every song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And nobody never said thank you, you know? And I feel like a lot of the rap game is all built off of that, and a lot of people made money and took things, you know, and nobody just never even said thank you. You feel me? Simply just said thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like, why? You feel me? Like, why did it take somebody from LA to be the one to do that? You know what I'm saying? Out of all the mix, you know, we all love Tupac and this and that, but we talking about rap, though. You know what I'm saying? Just as rap, like, that's kind of crazy that nobody just was like, you know what? Thank you, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You kept this shit going, really, you know?
Was there a certain song that really, like, flipped the switch for you? A certain Biggie record?
Man, all of them. I mean, he was just classic, dog. Even when he wasn't trying to be, you know what I'm saying? If you think about the things he did, the break, rapping on the hook, you know?
Yeah.
You got a gun up in your waist, please don't shoot up the place. That was on the hook. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was on the hook. For real. You know?
I want to
you know what I mean? Just like incredible. Like the first thing he say on the Juicy record, you know, before he even get to the verse. Dedicated, you know what I'm saying? Feed my daughter, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not really, you know, you can't say nothing bad about that, man. You crazy.
I wanted to ask you about a line
mean?
on that record, the 65K, y'all can switch my hat line.
Yeah.
It shocked me.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, can you just explain what you were
I was just alluding to the Seahawks and me being in a Nike commercial. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like
That's a bar we don't. That's over our head. Yeah, he's talking Nike money, bro.
I'm talking about real. Yeah, I'm talking about things that really happened. But yeah, I'm just talking about, you know, me being, you know what I mean? Like, that's something that if somebody asked me to do something like that, I came to the commercial, they had jersey, hat, some shoes, all that. I'm just referencing that. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like, that's all it was about. You know, they just, you know, you get paid to wear different helmet, different gear, you know, play for a new team. Like,
talk to us about that, man.
That's not my team, you know what I'm saying? But for the money.
No, I got it now.
You feel me? Like,
talk to us about that, man, because I mean, I don't remember ever seeing a time that a brand, especially a brand as big as Nike,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying, endorses a 100% independent artist like Dom Kennedy, man. What did that mean to you?
Man, it was dope. It happened real fast, honestly, so it wasn't really a lot of time to think about it. It was kind of like an opportunity came across the desk. I put something together for him. That same night, the next day, we got on the phone in the afternoon. They said they liked, you know, the direction I was going in, but they gave me more details. I made a new song, and the day after that, we shot the thing right here at the Disney Studios, like literally. So I didn't really know too much about it, which was good. Like, I didn't know it was gonna say the other people's money on the thing. I didn't, you know, I was just going off faith, which is good. Sometimes it worked for you to not, you know what I mean, like, I didn't get paid, you know, in advance. You know what I'm saying? None of that. I did the song, got with my dude Jay Pounds. We was working on the album, and we just took a day out to do that little Nike, Richard Sherman song, and it came out dope, and they used it, and that's kind of how it happened. Honestly, it was like a 2-day thing. And then they sent me a check. I was like, man, that's real.
Yeah, that is
I feel you.
That is
Yeah.
Speaking on sports,
Yeah.
man, what's up with our Lakers, bro? What do we
Lakers,
got to do, man?
Man, I feel you. I think they gotta get Okafor in the draft. I think Okafor and a point guard, man. I think it needs just some leadership. Kobe obviously is the Lakers, quote unquote, but it's coming to an end.
Yeah.
So they just need a leadership, whether somebody at point guard. I feel like it's been a while, the Lakers survived a long time without a point guard, but
yeah, they did.
and shout out to Derek Fisher, like he's a legend for sure.
Yeah.
But Derek Fisher made a lot of people famous, man. They was abusing Derek Fisher. He made a lot of nobodies famous over the years. You know what I'm saying? As well as doing what he do. You know what I mean? But I feel like they need a point guard. They should get Okafor in the draft and then just start working their way back up.
Who you got in the finals?
It's hard for me to figure out why LeBron would lose.
Yeah.
I'll just say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have nobody, but it's hard for me to figure out why LeBron would lose. Yeah, like, why? How would that happen? Because it's basketball, right? Like, it's 5 little guys, and then it's LeBron. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he could touch the ball every time. For real. Like, baseball, football, it's a little different. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to do a little bit. You got a lot more factors. Like, basketball, it's like, dog, you could really play the whole game. You could touch the ball every time. You get a rebound, you could get an assist, you could get some points, like, will you? We don't know, but you could though. Like, it's possible. Yeah, and you obviously have the ability to do that. So it's like, I don't really see why they would lose to the Warriors, But I'm just looking forward to cool entertainment. Yeah,
it's gonna be a good series.
It should be dope, man. I've watched. I never really watched the Warriors until recently. So Steph Curry is definitely dope, man. I'm looking forward to just I like seeing unexpected things. And people go beyond what they normally do to get the win. That's all. You know what I mean? So hopefully we get some inspiration, some dope entertainment. Kids be running around talking about, you seen that. That's all it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
That's all it is.
Dom Kennedy by Dom Kennedy. The album is out right now.
Yep.
Go get it. It's the quality that we've come to expect from you now.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
And we're very thankful for. And what's the plan now? Is there maybe a tour in the works?
I mean, that's all in the fall. I'm still working, man. I'm gonna kick it in LA and make some more music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I got a lot of stuff I did even with this album because like I said, it was a learning experience, so I learned a lot. We're going to shoot the 2 Bad video pretty soon, so look for that, you know what I mean, if you got cable, or the internet, and, you know what I mean, just buy the album. I just want people to rock with the music and live with the music, I'm not worried about doing no shows right now or none of that. Like, I'm kind of putting that to the side just to let people enjoy the music and, have a good time.
And what was I saw you hit number 2 on the iTunes charts, right?
Yep.
Man, what does that mean to you, man? Especially being
man, for real, that's dope. We hit like number 2 or 3 last time on the rap chart with the Get Home Safely. We was outside the top 10, maybe like on the top 10, but we hit like number 2 consistently. Might still be there, hopefully. I want to see it just keep going next week, honestly, and the week after that keep selling. That's what I'm really looking forward to. If we could do consistent numbers, but it's dope, man. It's almost like, it's in a weird way though. It's like, if it would have happened when I first started, I would have been more excited about it or took it a different way. But now I'm just full in with the music. I'm not really a judge or like really too involved with like numbers in terms of like, if this do this, then I'm gonna go to Disneyland or this. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could go anyway, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it don't matter, you know what I mean? Yeah, I like that people like the music. That's what make me excited is when I see people and they tell me, they post things about Too Bad or Lemonade or, Till It's Over. Whatever it is, just showing love and spreading it. I got some dope shout outs from, Timberland, DJ Drama hit me up. Y'all been campaigning heavy. A lot of people up here. So it's
Kendrick,
like,
Nip.
exactly.
Do you
it's
get
dope.
excited when fans of yours tweet lyrics? Because I see that a lot too. A lot of people approach you on.
Yeah. Sometimes honestly, I don't really check as much as I used to, like for lyrics and replies. Only people that I see, or if somebody sends it to me, people that I follow.
Yeah.
But definitely, man, for sure. Hell yeah. When they incorporate it in their everyday,
right?
You know, when they find a way to make it work for them, because that's what it's for. You know, and to motivate them. That's what I like. You know, the fact that a dad out there might, you know, he never heard a song like Lemonade, so a song like Lemonade put it in perspective for him, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I mean? A lot of things like that. It's like, use it for your life. You know, I understand my life is fortunate. Like, I'm blessed. Like, I could do a show, you know, tomorrow, but it's like, why? I want people to hear the song, you know what I mean? And enjoy the song, apply it to your life. Let it grow on you. Maybe it didn't even hit you the first time, you know? It's all good. Like, we not going nowhere.
Dom Kennedy by Dom Kennedy. The album is out. Thank you for stopping by.
Appreciate it, man. Always. LA Leakers for life.
We'll leave you with this. Obama calls you could perform one of your songs at the White House. One song.
Off the new album?
I'm
performing that till it's over. I'm cussing and all that. Dirty version and all that. Put that in the Hall of Congress where they put the rest of the songs about. They got Tupac, Dear Mama. I want my reply till it's over right there. Fuck going on with this rap. You already know it.
That's what it is. Appreciate you coming through, man. Dom Kennedy. LA Lakers.
OPM, man.